Hey, 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 hey. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you, and welcome to Speak Pink. Thank you for being tuned in to our series, 50 Days to 50. It is day 23, and I am super excited to share this episode drop with you, 50 Days to 50. Every day dropping a new podcast series. I think out of all, today is day 23. And I think in all 27, so we're counting down. So there should be 27 or 26 podcast drops. I think I'm only missing 2. That's not bad. I think I'm only missing 2. So anyway, thank you for being tuned in to Speak Pink, 50 Days to 50s. It is 50 Days to 50. It is day 23. Day 23. So listen, again, I am just excited about this series and excited, of course, about leading up to my 50th birthday. We are officially in Capricorn season. Yes, it's super excited. I had my first Capricorn birthday yesterday, or I celebrated a Capricorn birthday with a friend yesterday. I'll be celebrating another one tomorrow. So me and all the Capricorns, we're lining up, syncing up, getting all our energy together and just bringing in the season and enjoying, celebrating life. But I wanted to share this drop with today because part of what I am excited about sharing in all of these is lessons learned, situations I've been in, things I've grown from, and all of it leads to the big why I'm excited about turning 50. And if you've not caught all 23 podcast drops, I want to encourage you to go back to the first couple, because the first 2, I do believe the first couple of podcast drops, I break down, why turning 50 is important to me. And so I break that down. I share that. So I invite you to go back and listen to a couple of those, and just kind of really get an understanding for why 50 is so exciting. And, it's not a new chapter. It's a new volume. So I'm really, walking myself into volume 2 of life, right? Or volume 2 of my life. And I had a really powerful lesson this week that I wanted to share about. And the lesson was around a friendship. And I'm not going to give the word friendship. I'm going to say, what do you call it when you meet? Acquaintance. There you go, an acquaintance. And the person had a tendency to say things that I didn't really appreciate. And it's one thing if someone, there are people out there who would just kind of say what's on their mind. But then there are things that people say that are just mean. And I really don't do well around people in general who say things that are mean, right? I tend to really disconnect very quickly from people who are mean intentionally. They're very conscious that they're being mean. They're not sorry for it. They're not apologetic because it's their opinion and it's their thought, and they feel right in it, And the disappointing piece is that they feel so right in being mean. And here's the part that I really cannot appreciate about this. And this is not in everybody, but there are people who have this tendency, is they couch their meanness in jokes as well as, I'm just trying to keep you truthful with you. See, if I couch it in a joke, then you who are listening or are the receiving end shouldn't take it seriously. Or if I say that, well, I'm just being honest with you, then it bears the question, you don't want people to be honest with you? And let me say this, being mean has nothing to do with being truthful. And it has nothing to do with joking. Being mean is being mean, period. And there are people that say mean things because they either enjoy it or they're struggling with who they are and where they are in life. And so they are mean to other people because it helps them to feel better about who they are. So I say all that to say, I'm not sure why the person was just mean. They just were mean. They would say mean things. And I said something once, I said something twice, and the third time I ended the acquaintanceship. We didn't really get to friendship. And the person had the nerve to say that they were disappointed. Here's the thing. You're being mean to me. I've told you I don't like it. And you're disappointed because I don't want to what? Hear more mean things or don't want to talk through it with you. I don't know what the disappointment is. So anyway, I'm saying all of that to say I am very clear. Again, we're talking about clarity. That at this stage of my life, I am clear that, every day is not a pie in the sky day. I am a very optimistic person. I'm a kind person. And I don't do mean. I just don't do mean. And I can say at 50, that's one of the things that I've really come to know about myself. Clarity, self-awareness. There's a lot of turning 50 that has that thread, right, of clarity and self-awareness. But one of the things I know of myself is I don't do mean. I don't do mean to other people, and I don't tolerate it under no circumstance with myself. And some people, and I've had to, in the last couple of years, really hardcore end acquaintances and friendships and maybe even potential relationships because I don't do mean. I think people, my personal thing, people who are mean have something else going on the inside. And you can't really have connection with a person like that because they're going to always find a way, an opportunity to be mean, especially when they couch it in a joke or couch it in they're just trying to keep it 100. They're just trying to be honest and truthful. And I even heard this person say, well, what if God wants to use me to help you? Because, of course, they know I'm a Christian, right, Pastor? What if God wants me to help? Listen, what if God wants me to help you? Listen, I know who God's going to send. I know who God is not going to send. And God didn't send this. And I'm lifting all that. Part of this journey to life and journey to 50 is about really being okay with me and being okay with my way. And I choose the way of kindness, not meanness. I don't like it around me. I don't like people who are mean to other folks. Even if you're not mean to me, I just don't do mean. I think it's so abhorrent. It's just so unnecessary. And so this particular person had displayed mean behavior in their tone and their words and I said no. And they were shocked and they were disappointed and whatever. And it's really not about them because me maintaining a very clear boundary when it comes to meanness is what allows me to sleep at night and have peace. It's what allows me to keep a smile on my face and not be stressed out. It's what allows me to be happy about my life and where I am. So I choose kindness, I choose love, I choose grace, mercy, and I don't have to be mean. I don't believe mean is necessary. It doesn't always have to be that, right? But that is one of the things about me that I think I'm kind of cool with and I accept and I'm clear about. I don't do mean. I don't do mean girls. I certainly don't date mean men. I don't keep friendships with people who are mean. I just don't. And I want to encourage everyone that's listening, understand your lane. Understand who you are. And if you don't do mean, then don't tolerate mean. If you don't do bad jokes, then don't tolerate it. People who are in our lives, they should fit. And it doesn't mean a perfect fit, but they should fit. And if I don't do mean, but you have a tendency to do mean because you think it's either funny or you're being truthful, whatever the case may be, you being mean is going to make me uncomfortable being mean around me. And so I choose not to. But the other thing is, like, all of us, I want to encourage you to choose who you are. Choose who you are and stand by that. And, that might mean some things, some sacrifices, but choose who you are, who you want to be, and what's important to you. And don't negotiate that because it's not the norm of what everybody else is doing, or it's not what the other people are looking at and paying attention and doing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I like that I'm not a mean girl. I don't like mean. I don't do mean. And I'm grateful that I'm not a mean girl. And it's funny because just as I was sharing this, the sky opened up. How beautiful. So again, I just don't do mean. It is not my thing. Yeah, so I hope that this helps you in any kind of way. I hope that, as you are matriculating, whatever space you're matriculating in, that you are encouraged to be authentically yourself and be clear and aware. And if there's a thing that you don't do that just doesn't sit well with you, that it goes against what the core of your belief system, don't do it, and don't acquiesce to it, and don't try to become that to please somebody else. So, yeah, it's a lot going on in the world, and I want to encourage everyone live to have a Merry Christmas, and have a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. But we'll be on before the New Year's up. So I love you all. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or dinner, and we'll chat soon. Peace.